Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. I'm Kevin Freeman, again talking with head football coach Pete Shinnick. Coach, I know you don't want me to ask this question, but you really had one black eye in the game, and that was two really big special teams flubs that led to 14 points from Fayetteville State on the other side. To what do you attest to these? Was it just a loss of focus? Was it simply bad luck? We don't see these kinds of errors happen on the Braves very often.
No, I think it's a combination of things. I think, Donald was trying to make something happen on that punt return, and he just used poor judgment. He knows he's not supposed to do that. He was excited about trying to help his team and make a big play, and it backfired on him. And then Bill Stanley's been as reliable and being able to catch every snap that's been thrown at him. And again, I think it might have been just a little loss of concentration. Two things that I'm very glad we've gotten out of the way and we were able to overcome. Usually in the first game, the team that makes the fewest mistakes comes out with the victory. We made a lot of mistakes on special teams. We also had an offsides. We had a roughing the punter that continued to drive. Exactly. So we feel very fortunate to be able to overcome those miscues on the special teams and still come out with a victory.
How was the traveling crowd? It sounded like I just got to watch it on the internet, but it sounded like there were quite a few Braves fans in the crowd.
Yeah, I think our crowd outnumbered theirs. And so, the first time we played this up at their place, I think we had 9,000 plus, and then we came down here and had the largest crowd in the history of our school. And then we went up there. Their crowd wasn't very big, but our crowd was great. So we got a lot of support from the Brave Nation. Exciting to be a part of.
Last question about the Two Rivers Classic, Coach. First, where was the trophy on the team bus when you were coming back from Fayetteville?
I was sitting in the seat right next to me. So exactly. Taking care of them.
Last question is, you've done this for 3 years now. Fayetteville State's right down the road. It's a natural rivalry. Is this something that you hope to continue for the years to come?
We'd like to, and I know we've talked about it. We have one more year remaining on the contract. They come to us next year, and we hope that we continue it. Hope it's the first game right out of the gate for both of us. With the way things are economically now, to be able to just drive 45 minutes, 50 minutes up the road and play a game, there's no greater opportunity than that for our team or for their team, I would say. We've been fortunate. We've won the first three, so hopefully we can keep that going as well.
Does it feel like a rivalry?
It does, because we have so many players from the Fayetteville, Cape Fear area that, all our guys know about Fayetteville State. All their guys know about us. So, again, we've been fortunate. First game could have gone either way. This game could have gone either way. So we've just found a way each time to come out with more points.
Well, if you want to see a clip of this game, go to uncpbraves.com, click on the game recap for the Two Rivers Classic, and you can see a nice highlight film of the game from last weekend. Coach, speaking of which, let's move to this coming game, which is going to air today. It's going to be tonight. This is your first game against Chowan, the Hawks, since 2007. If I remember correctly, it's your first ever road victory as a coach, as this team. This is a team that finished 3-7 last year, the only team that I know of that finished with a losing record last year that's on this year's schedule. But they handled Livingstone very handily, 43-7 last week. So what do you know about the Hawks at this point?
Well, they are one of the few teams that does not have a winning record from last year. You're correct on that. This year, what we have seen of them, we've seen them play Livingstone, and they really dominated Livingstone quite handily. Held them to 12 yards on offense and kind of scored at will for their offense, Chowan's offense. Athletic quarterback, very similar to Fayetteville State. Very good wide receiver. Also returns punts for him. Kind of similar, I think, in what we saw in Fayetteville State. Defensively, they're multiple. They attack. They always seem to have a bunch of guys close to the ball. So they're a defense that likes to gamble. And we're going to run the ball, obviously, and they're going to have a lot of people close to the line of scrimmage. So there's going to be some plays where we get bottled up just because we don't have the right numbers to block it. But if they're wrong once, I think we've got some guys that can go the distance on them.
Are you going to try to establish the running game? Not that I want you to give away your game plan or anything, but you want to establish that running game early, I would assume.
We always do. I think everybody who watches us knows that. I think if you look at this, we ran about 90 plays last week. I think we threw the ball 52 times and or ran the ball 52 times and threw the ball in the high 30s. So we're going to have more runs to passes most of the times. We want to run somewhere around 80-plus plays on offense. And so we're going to do everything we can to establish the run with the guys we've got running the ball.
Coach, I did a double take on this when I was looking on Chowan's site, but they held Livingstone to 12 yards of total offense for the entire game. Does their defense concern you? What do you think when you see a number like that?
Well, it is. I believe they'll probably be the #1 defense in the country. We haven't checked those stats officially, but they played extremely well. I don't think Livingstone played very well. And as I said, something's probably going to give because they just keep so many people close to the football, and they do enough to create some problems for you. They've got to be right every time, though, because I think our backs and our O-line are really gelling very well this early in the season.
Real quick, Coach, I know that this is the first home game of the season. Always gives you a little butterflies, the coaching staff and the players. What are you hoping to see from the home crowd?
Well, just the great support that we've had. We've averaged more fans than our stadium holds over the first 4 years of being around. So we just want to see that continued support. I know our players are excited to be at home. We got a kind of a treat last week because we got to wear our new uniforms, and we get to wear them again this week, and they're excited about doing that.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck against Chowan this afternoon. When we come back, we'll talk to men's soccer coach Phil Heinsohn.